Tired of it, but I'm ready.
Ooh, wowee. Session
No,
19.
am I ready?
Session 19, imagine. Imagine. Wow. Nothing to say.
And
Nothing
we're
to say.
lying.
You're alive.
I'm gonna say
Bread. He's alive.
He's alive. Oh no. Oh no. Anyway. Yeah, welcome to session 19, everybody, where you are all still alive, still level 8. I think I need to tell you this aloud for the sake of you might potentially figure out that you're not level 8 for some fucking reason.
Nah, yes, we're not level
Level
8.
18, as I remember it.
One level.
Don't worry, guys. I went through the trouble of leveling up all of your characters for you. I'll send over the character sheets. You're welcome.
Yeah, you're actually on level 47 now. Congratulations.
Yeah, you all have 10 levels of rogue.
Oh, 47. That's a lot of multi-classing I have to do.
Yeah. It is what it
No,
is.
don't worry, Fee. I've already done it all for you. I've equally multi-classed into every single class. I know. Brilliant.
Levels in each class.
Sweats fucking profusely.
I have 30 levels in Wizard.
I have 5 million power in Kingdoms of War.
No.
I am top of the server in Kingdoms of War. You are nothing to me.
So, with every single thing said and done, shits and giggles and whatnot, I need to not close this fucking thing because it's gonna be very fucking necessary. Hold on a second.
I don't consent to this.
You're about to consent this fucking foot in your ass. So.
What the fuck? Ew.
Oh, hey, Red Foreman.
Wow. Wow. Anyway. So, I'm gonna ask one simple question. The simple question I ask every single fucking week. Are you ready to begin?
Maybe. Perhaps even.
Perhaps I am.
Maybe.
Jesus Christ! Nobody. Everybody's dead. Just.
We're all just dead. We're basically in presence of death, so...
Wow, fair.
I feel like this is fitting.
See? We're all trying to be like John Monday.
We're
We're trying to
character.
blend in.
Okay.
Finally, learning from the master.
Want to blend in with death.
Okay,
Oh, no.
so in that case, so last we left off, all of you woke up, had breakfast, made some blood bread. Congratulations, John. Or I guess blood cake, but was more like bread. And you were given your first task to find and investigate a hollowed out pillar, a hollowed out mountain for wyverns. Took you a handful of hours to track it down. You did find it still intact and still in somewhat good shape. Main problem was that there were creatures, these white translucent panthers that inhabited the very bottom floor. With some persuasion from Ares, he was given permission to investigate. You all did your little investigation and fucked off back to Red Sky, where you told your quest giver Vazat about the whole situation, described the panther you encountered, and his conclusion was that you encountered Yishara, the aspect of death, and his offspring, or its offspring. 4 cups are indication of 4 tragedies. Besides the discussion and the clear danger of This panther being several hours away from the camp. The camp's leader, the chieftain of one day by the name of Tarot, decided, you know what? Cringe, I'll go conquer death.
Keep it for one day,
Yeah.
conquers death immediately.
As he said he'll go alone, and he left alone for the Panthers, not even almost given directions where to go. All of you expected, I guess, either the Panthers coming here in some sort of vengeance, or at the best case in your mind, retrieving the body of the chieftain from, or what remains of, from the Panthers. By your surprise, after 18.5 hours of waiting, the entire camp, village, forest area got submerged in thick feet tall mist, as from the east rode two massive translucent panthers, and on one of them rode Tarot, now claiming himself Tarot the Deathless. Clearly in shock, everyone, from you all to everybody who was nearby to his I guess counselor, sorcerer, to his very own sister. What would you like to do as
Question.
he yes?
Channeling my inner sense of what is normal. Should I clap?
Roll me an insight check.
Then I gotta. Then. Oh, let me just first see what.
Yes, it is time to clap.
Give me a second. Let me. I think I can make this better. Oh wait, let's go.
Yeah, I don't think you can make a 5 better.
5 better. Geez, right there. There you go. This is a better interpretation of this. You have no fucking clue. Is it a type of? Because everybody's kind of.
Well, he did something really impressive.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start clapping.
I look at John, and then
It's not
I
a super
voice
passionate
something.
clap. It's just a little.
Yeah, gold
It's just
clap.
like just a little tap tap tap.
You know
tap.
what? You know what? Roll me performance check.
Let's see what this leads to.
Oh my.
Okay, so go.
So, as you know, all of a sudden there's the silence. There's deathly silence. It's the proclaim supposed to be God, someone who conquered death in front of you. Everybody's in disbelief, and then you hear echo, as loud as it can be, of a singular clap, clap, clap. You all look at John as he's blankly staring at the new war chief, clapping his hands.
Anyhow,
So before I say anything else for the rest of you, John, you started one of those legendary Reddit moments where everybody started clapping.
Yeah.
As
I
one
guess-
by one, everybody nodded with approval and started clapping, not really know how to accept. And everybody kind of gave this realization: they have a person who conquered death. And Tarot is pleased by this affirmative action of clapping and cheering for his deed. Can everybody roll insight?
okay. That's something I was thinking of doing. So,
I guess I clap as well then. Also. It's just a bit confused.
Are you rolling performance or insight here, Aries?
I'm rolling insight.
insight.
I just claps after everyone else does. Along
Okay.
with everyone else.
So, looking at Tarot, you see there is something unusual about it. You can all see it. The misty eyes that are replaced as usual brown ones, and this aura. The fucking massive axe turned scythe. Very, very kind of fear-provoking and intimidating. But you still realize that he is the same old chieftain. Like, he didn't change somehow characteristically. Farad,
Yo.
you try to blend in with the boys for a bit, right? And you know how these people work. You know, might makes right. You strength rules all, but you gotta measure the strength. You cannot be a tyrant, otherwise you're gonna get overthrown. Because despite how strong you are, 4 fists are better than 2. You realize even though he is changed and probably is very powerful, he's the same old individual you've seen before, and probably he doesn't see this as, or he probably doesn't even understand this as how strong he might have gotten. He just sees this as one of the boons to, I guess maybe as the case of ascension, like why he should be now the High Chief. He doesn't see this as like, ah yes, I am the god of everything. Bow before him is like, oh shit, a new tool. This will be useful for later down the line type of deal. He seems very human still. Very attuned with his own things. As he climbs off the mound and approaches you. He is 1 foot taller than before. He's about 8 foot tall now. Give or take.
Is he walking up to the group or walking up to me?
He's walking up to the group and walks past you, walks towards Vazot, and walks up to Tasha as he kind of exchange looks. And Tara just kind of grabs her and hugs her and shakes her. A family bonding moment, TM. I think everybody's kind of clapping and celebrating, and you hear distant echoes of "Bring out the kegs," and a very worrying response of "We already drank it all."
Reed is the only one that seems slightly unimpressed.
Yeah.
Slight. But you know what? Kree is gonna do something, and John boy, you hear that familiar voice in your head.
Oh no.
Mayhaps you want to inquire him if he wants special deathless bread now. You know, ask him about what kind of thing feeds his power.
His head.
Yeah.
So any other group responses? Because everybody's kind of like celebrate, cheering him on. The hug is prolonging for too long. The only person who's like very concerned about this whole situation and mainly eyeing the Panthers, who seem to be semi-docile, like kind of like well-trained war animals. Looking at Terrat. The only person who's kind of off by all of the situation is Bozot, the half-orc sorcerer.
With that said, 2 things. First, Scree, you hear just like, I don't know how your voice works. Can you hear someone respond to what you said?
No. You just hear
no.
me. Unless I cast detect thoughts on you, but
Alright, yeah, he doesn't know that. He just says in his head, I'll do it later. He walks to the cats.
The cats eye you blankly, John. Both of
Question.
them. You see one of them that you spoke with. You realize that it's the smaller one, while the other two, its immediate side, is about maybe several feet taller, bigger. It's like you upscale 25% of the original or the one that you saw.
Mhm.
So you realize that is the male. That is the mate.
Okay.
They both
Question.
stare at you blankly, still translucent.
What would be the risk of going to pet them?
Oh my
Here we
god.
go again.
Roll me either animal handling, a survival check, or just a basic insight.
Animal handling. 17. Let's go.
I grab his hand and ask, "Are you sure you really wanna do this?"
Yeah. So as you're approaching, Vaza would approach you very cautiously. Just kind of puts a hand on the shoulders. It kind of sinks his fingers in, and kind of whispers into your ear. I really hope you're not trying to touch these things. He kind of looks up to the two panthers staring at both of you. Like, you realize something, John. These panthers are large enough to, like, probably just, like, take your entire body with a single bite and just kind of eat you. They just swallow you up, just...
He slowly nods his head. You're right. I ask first.
I don't see the panther cubs with them, right?
No, you do not.
Would you? Hello.
Hmm.
Yeah, I guess Ares walks up to Scree, feeling a bit confused of this whole situation. And then, like, whispers to Scree, like, should we be happy that he survived? That everyone survived? Is this a good thing? He looks a bit like.
Scree,
Can I look over to the Panthers and see, like, do they seem happy or sad or like indifferent? The Panthers. What do they feel like?
Insight, animal handling, or religion.
I go with animal handling.
Isn't that a 0 for you? Oh, it's +7. Never
No,
mind.
no, animal handling is
Scree's thinking.
an amazing thing for me.
You realize that they are there. They're in presence of mind. They're not possessed. They're not blank slates. You realize the familiar characteristics and glares and looks as you witnessed one of them. You shot a few hours ago. They seem to be... How do I say this? They're not tame as animals, like a dog or a cat. They more have, like, understanding. Maybe between Tarat and themselves. Some sort of companionship or maybe even honor. Something binds them together. You assume, Ares, if you're gonna try to pet them, they're not gonna be pleased about, but they're not gonna just, try to kill you. Unless, of course,
Please relay this information.
unless Terrat will be like, yep, fucking eat them. Then
Okay, they're business partners.
business partners, that's a good way to say it. And business is death, let's go!
Okay. So does Ares relay that to me?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I know it's safe to pet.
Scree's thinking, then looks at Ares.
I shall ask about it.
Then Scree
That's a good idea.
Scree slowly approaches the Panthers, keeping a little bit of distance, because big meaty claws.
Yes, big meaty claws, yes.
And then I look at the smaller one and converse with the mind to them, because I know they can do that, so they understand that I'm doing it.
Yes, it's staring at you. They actually, both of them are staring at you. Mind you, in the background, you see almost like familiar festivities going behind you, as the panther seemingly almost being ignored except for a few onlookers. just kind of looking as they're looking at the chieftain, just kind of celebrating. And of course, Valza has full attention to the Pampers, and he's like mortified by these creatures.
Then I'm gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
What has happened at your nest? Are your offspring still with you?
Roll me a persuasion check.
Uh-oh, I have not been good with those rolls lately.
Yes, you have not.
Medium. It's not gonna get me killed.
Oh, that's not up to you to decide.
There is just a stare, a glare, if you will. But there is no response.
Okay. I head back to Ares. First I nod to the creatures and then I head back to Ares.
Wait, do they seem hurt at all? They had like some
Yes.
battle scars.
Yes, they have battle scars. I believe you're the one who saw that.
Yeah.
I have that in my notes.
Yeah, Ares. I guess he walks up to the Panthers and asks. Let's see. And the name is a bit hard to remember. I have some notes. Ask the female panther that he talked to before.
Mm-hmm.
Are you hurt? Do you want me to heal you? Then he looks over at the larger male panther as well.
Another persuasion.
Oh.
Give me a second. I'm just gonna finish something in a second.
Not 20.
There you go. Ooh. The bigger one stands there proudly. Several where you assume are blows by the axe were made to its side. Some blood is visible, but it's not normal blood. It's almost like this translucent white. It's like water, but you can it's basically water, but with the what's it called, consistency of blood, if you will, that has been dried and kind of just there. The bigger one stands proud and tall, and it kind of observes you without saying or uttering anything. The other one, in your mind, you hear a voice, a familiar voice, as the panther in front of you, the smaller one, goes on her side, and not as a whimper, or almost like not a whimper of pain, but more like a whimper of pride, as she seems to be not able fully to admit. She kind of ushers to you 2 words. Yes, please. As you see the belly where Ishada was revealing to you, there is a lot of, like, how does this? There's a lot of cuts. Some of them are healing, while some of them are very massive and kind of congealed. You assume by looking at this that somehow, some way, Terra got an upper hand and got a lot of free swings in somewhere where it mattered. That is probably the reason why they're here and why Terra is still living. Nevertheless, yeah. Healing is needed.
Yeah. He gives it like a thin smile, and I'm not sure. I'm still for a moment, then it will be over quickly. And then I cast healing. Let's see which spell I cast.
Mm-hmm.
How much does this heal?
You tell me.
1 plus my 1 plus my spellcasting ability modifier. Is 1 plus 4. It's 5 times. And, let's use my most powerful healing spell. Ares, he conjures magic, like a small animal-like creature made out of like green healing magic appears and like starts dancing around the panther, and it stays for like a quite a long time. Like this is 1 minute, so he stands there and heals it for 1 minute for up to 10d6 healing, and there's a force spell to do so.
So,
Well, can I ask a thing?
sure.
Is there any other
Right.
this translucent blood dripping over like sort of a blood trail?
Actually, 15
Perception.
Fair. Let's just yeah. So where's my perception? That's deception that I was looking at. There's perception.
Damn. The blood that you can see is basically the one that is kind of obviously sticking on the fur. It's like jelly, but it's congealed. It's not. You don't know if it has like a purely liquid form. Because all that you see is jelly. And looking behind from where they came, you see nothing. You don't know if they have stopped bleeding for a while now, because the travel is long, or it's just because it's still fucking misty. The ground, it's dark and it's translucent, so these modifiers do not help. Also, for the healing of 53, in a matter of few seconds, most of the biggest wounds that are congealed all of a sudden kind of snap shut. There's this uncomfortable sound of bone cracking and flesh almost like getting stitched. As most of the wounds, except for a few minor ones that will heal of their own in several, you assume, hours by the beast, how it looks. Most major wounds have been sealed off and healed. And Ares, in your head you hear another whisper. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, yes, smiles and smiles and nods, seeming to be satisfied.
Looking around, Ares, you see 1.5 orc just fucking petrified by this whole situation. He cannot wrap his head around it.
I want to look up to him.
Okay, then. So if the orc is still petrified, I think Scree's now gonna approach Was It.
Ares is definitely approaching Was It.
So we're both approaching him.
He's not fully petrified, but he is horrified by this.
Yeah.
He seems to be still breathing. He's not like, stop breathing for certainty of death. Yeah, you got his attention, or I guess he looks like he has your attention. You don't really know if he's gonna respond upon being called out.
Was it? Are you okay?
You look at Wazit's eyes and you see its gaze are staring at the bigger panther, and their eyes are locked, and he's just kind of staring at them.
Okay, it's Scree time.
Oh no.
And I'm gonna scree all over the thing. Okay. Scree looks at was it, and a familiar voice comes into the half-orc's mind.
I'd say that congratulations is in order. You can now study the beasts up close.
There, Valsa just kind of blinks once and then looks around. And he tries to recognize the voice and then looks at you. Just kind of gives this half nod and this quick smile. And then you hear from the panther, there's like this grumble. Like almost like a closed jaw growl or maybe yawn. And all of a sudden Valsa pays attention to it again. So, as you're perplexed and doing this, John, are you gonna pet it? What are you gonna do about it?
It looks non-hostile. Pet.
Didn't I try grabbing his hand?
You
He's-
can, but
But then he started healing it, and then so it was distracted, and I sensed my time to strike.
okay. Roll me just a d20, and which one are you gonna pet?
Which one looks the friendliest and fluffiest?
Friendliest, probably the smaller one, seeing as it was more wounded and maybe more dead. Fluffiest, the bigger one.
This is a tough one. If I was
The telltale game choice.
truly, if Ira's already interacted with the smaller one, then that's the one I'll go for.
Oof.
You know, this is important enough. I'll lucky it just to make sure this goes well. There we go.
I was about to say, ooh. So, as you kind of approach it, nice and quietly, I assume you approach it from up front, right?
Yes.
It's kind of still laying down, no longer prone, just kind of on the ground on the side, seemingly a lot more relaxed as somewhat the pain has gone from the body. All of a sudden, its eyes look upon you as you approach. I seem like a small toddler with a fucking hand out. And there is this moment of hesitation that takes you, like, you think in your head minutes. But it takes just a moment before you just approach it and just extend its head. Basically extend your hand upon its head and pet it. It is nice, but also it's fucking weird touching its hair. It feels like you're petting reeds. And it feels like, even though it looks fluffy enough, it feels like only maybe a third of the hair that you see is actually the real. Like it doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel like something you'd expect. You pet it, and there's the silence above every one of you as you're petting. And I don't know, you successfully petted the aspect of death. Congratulations. I know what else to tell you.
Achievement.
There is nothing else to say. I have accomplished goal.
As you're petting this, and there's the satisfactory, even this like you'd rather be petting a cat or dog, because you know how this feels weird. You all of a sudden hear John. From behind, you see the chieftain approaching all of you.
It's me petting his cat.
I must say, I must congratulate you all. If not for you, I would have known about this. And without you, I'm gonna become this. He kind of taps himself on the chest. I hereby declare that you are honorary members of our clan. You are, as he kind of gives this wide berth with his hand around you. This tribe, its people, they are like your brothers and sisters. Treat them well, and they will treat you well as well. Now, rest up. For tomorrow, Vazat here just kind of gives this birthy pat on the back, and Vazat for a brief second loses momentum, almost crumbles to the ground before he catches himself from the ground. Vazat over here is preparing plans for tricking the dragon coming closer for us to kill, and with these fine beasts, these aspects of death, surely nobody is gonna stop us.
Aspect. Yeah. He just kind of sits there petting again, nodding along with all this.
Yeah. Ash is timidly nodding. Sure.
Vazat is fucking petrified. You don't know if he's still alive in there.
Looks like the aspects of death got to him.
Yeah, maybe. So,
I'm not gonna say. I mean, if we have these on our sides, surely we're going to defeat the dragon.
I'm gonna take a look around for two people.
Hmm?
This is just doing it for one thing. First off, I'm gonna see if Mara is nearby. You know.
Yeah, no.
That one.
Perception.
Ah.
Yeah. And the other person?
What's her face? The elder sister of the chieftain is nearby.
Oh, yeah. You see, Tasha is literally
Sure.
30 feet away. She basically, her whole thing for the past few hours, she was super fucking mad. She would have ripped anybody's face if she was approached. Then she was basically petrified and then was sad. Then when her brother came back, she was happy, got almost squished to death in a hug, and I was standing there kind of not knowing what to do.
Okay.
Clearly happy, but not really knowing what to do. Do she just look still? Does she move?
Okay. So I don't see. So I'm gonna give a moment to think. Let me think what I'm doing next. So
Oh yeah. As for Mara, you look around, and it takes you a good minute or so, and you do find it in the crowd. She is with a crowd of 4 to 5 people, seemingly talking between each other. 3 girls and 1 guy. Around the same age. You don't expect there's something mischievous going on.
okay. Oh, we lost someone. Who did we? Oh, Ares did the seat for a moment.
Oh no.
I'm having internet issues, and I was about to point the Ares into that direction.
How precise about it. But anyway, as you're
I'm still gonna think about the Dash thing. So anyone else can do something real quick?
So, but despite what you're doing, all of a sudden there is a sharp whistle from Terrat, and both of the beasts stand on attention. John, the head basically stands up, and you no longer are able to pet the cat unless you wanna just continuously walk and pet it.
Sad John noises.
John noises. So we were told to go to sleep, right, and then get ready for dragon killing tomorrow, right?
Who are you asking this?
I'm asking you. The chieftain said that when we were petting. When I was petting the cat, right?
You were told that Vazat knows some way to bait the dragon to kill it. You don't know if it's the hunt is tomorrow or just some other plan.
Alright,
yeah.
alright, up.
Yeah, well, also, like, the chieftain walks away and follows suit. You see the two panthers. The mist is, like, thick now. Like about almost 2 feet from the ground. Looks like very, when it's thick enough that you can grab it and kind of pull up, and there's just like this smoke just kind of comes up. That's how thick the mist is. As Terra turns around to everybody else, the rest of the clan says, "Scatter. No celebrations for today. We shall celebrate again once we have a dragon's head." There are some murmurs between the people around you of like, "Aw," to like, "Ah, god damn it, I really want it again," to, "Oh, thank God," and to, "Oh, good, there's no ale. Prepare quickly." So yeah, everybody slowly but surely scatter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do I still have a chance to approach Tasha, or
Well, Tasha's still there. She's kind of puzzled. She's thinking.
then I'm gonna approach her.
You approach her, and then all of a sudden her gaze, from like looking at the two giant panthers that are seemingly following Tarot, also looks at you, looks down at you. All of a sudden gets kind of aggressive and crosses her hands.
I just first do a small bow to her, and then I will have to do some Kenku talk. Oh, I'm gonna say the following words. I point towards the panthers and go, "They," and then I will hold up 4 fingers and say, I'm looking for a fancy word for baby. Cubs. That's the word, right?
Yeah, cubs.
Yeah. And I think that Aries also said that word, so I'm going to do in Aries' voice, Cubs. No, in Aries' voice, Cubs. And then I point towards the east, and then I point towards the things, and then it's like, where they? And I point to, and it's asking for, looking then to look at Tasha, says like, trying to convey, it's like, where do you think those cubs are right now?
So, I would like you to roll another persuasion.
Oh, for the love of my persuasion against her is getting me killed. Persuasion. Even though I have high, let's see. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous. I just got my bonus for a moment, but it was +6. Thank the dice. They decide to be a little bit more merciful with me.
Give me a second. I got a DM from someone, and the DM just says my name and nothing else. I'm terrified. Oh no! So, Tasha looks down at you. And just kind of stares at you for a good few seconds. It kind of looks back east. Looks back at you. You say there are cubs there.
3 nods, confirming the fact that they're supposed to be there.
What about them?
I point where the parents before they, vanish out of before they go rest somewhere. So it's like, parents. And then they said, and then looks at Tasha. Where? Cubs? Not here.
She kind of understands what she's saying, and she all of a sudden just like looks around and kind of like starts stroke her cheek a bit, and kind of starts walking through the mist.
I follow her silently.
You see, she seems to be listening for something, and then she kind of looks around through the ground, and all of a sudden looks around to look for you, and then just kind of snaps her fingers and points towards the path that the Panthers just took, but not directly at the Panthers, somewhere below. And you look at it, and you see just mist and nothing. And then you realize there are these shimmers in the mist. And you realize the cubs are here, but they're hiding in the mist.
Ah. Green nudge acknowledgement. And there's another bow. Thank you.
She just
Understood.
She just kind of nods. Go rest. Chieftain has work for you tomorrow. A big dragon to kill.
Green nods and then decides to look for a sleeping spot.
So, everybody. Oh yeah, Ares is back. Scree, you can do your
How
party.
is my
Yeah.
my microphone? My
Good.
microphone quality.
You sound
alright.
good.
All right.
You said the same. You sound about the
Sounds
same.
good.
Good.
Yeah. Also, by the way, Scree first goes to before going to lay down. So Scree approaches Ares and pretty much tucks his arm for a moment and then points towards where Mara is.
Yeah. You see, like Ares blush and doesn't really want to go out with, like, tries to hide behind you.
So you're actually kneeling down to Scree. It's like, Scree just sighs and pats Ares on the head again.
Yeah, he just looks a bit shy. If you look at him.
Oh no. Anyway, what is everybody doing? It is evening. It is about 8ish in the evening. The sun is setting west. It is dark. It is getting cold. The mist is not helping about that fact.
Nap time.
Nap time.
Oh, I mean, unless there's the chief's going out hunting, I'm gonna rest up and get ready for dragon killing.
What about the rest of you? You gonna sleep? Snooze?
Well, if John's gonna. Well, I want to relay one more message towards Ares and probably Domo as well. So, but I'm gonna give him two different things. Like with Ares, I'm gonna say this.
The mountain should be clear to explore on the inside now with the panthers here. There might be some sort of treasure there. We should consider it.
And to Domo, Screen looks at you and Payment says it says about the same but more in this line.
With the panthers here, we could find any treasure in that mountain now, undisturbed.
Ares seems to be thinking deeply and then shakes his head.
Huh?
In his mind, like, they were told maybe there might be metal things in there, and he's not interested.
I know the Scree and say maybe we can find new equipment there. At least materials for equipment. Maybe I can find materials for ammo.
And that's why. And then Screen points to Domo and says, and then nods. So I'm like, yep, that's what I mean.
I know that him. Maybe we can see if we're going on the dragon hunt immediately. We can go there afterwards. Otherwise, we can go there before the dragon. What do you think?
Scree thinks and then looks at him. Looks at Domo.
We could go in the dead of the night, so we are undisturbed by most things that sleep. But if the dragon hunt is later, we can use that as a moment to see. I shall leave it up to you.
And then we don't have to go in the dead of the night. Because we're gonna be too tired for the dragon hunt then. I'm gonna go with full power.
Okay. Well, then Scree nods and goes to find a place to sleep.
I go check, see where Mundane is.
Okay. John.
Yes.
Oh boy. So all of you go to bed. Do all of you go to bed?
We all go to bed.
Yes.
Well, I don't know what else Scree could do at this point. I mean, well, they can do things, but you know what? Dragon hunt better not do anything stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
full power.
you have there's plenty of tents and whatnot, and you realize, John, that Tarot is basically going to the same place you met him a few hours ago. Basically, you assume that is his sleeping place. Is he literally just lets the Pampers in and just sleeps on them. Just like kind of nuzzles up, places an axe, and just goes to bed. Yeah.
For jealous.
Yeah, jealous. So you can all sleep together if you want. There's clearly a place for you to all sleep together. Or you can go separate ways and sleep. I don't know. That's your call.
John will be sleeping in
Party?
like the group area, but I don't know about you guys.
I just find the nearest container and sleep in that.
He sleeps in a mug container, like an ale mug or something. Wakes up in
Because I
stomach.
can hold my volume.
Ash likes to sleep over an open sky, so like places his bed all somewhere and sleeps.
Let's hope it doesn't rain.
You know what? Scree will just rest near Ares. And so will her familiar.
Okay. That's fine. Anybody's doing any guarding?
I mean, we're in a village.
Yeah,
Not
no, I feel
me.
pretty safe.
Yeah, I know. I'm asking out of fucking necessity before somebody sprungs up.
Yeah.
Oh, we were on guard. And I was like, yeah.
Ah,
So the village is
Yeah.
our guard.
no,
We
we're
have death. We have death watching over us.
we're sleeping in the shadow of the Valley of Death.
Yeah. me going to bed fully knowing that death is watching us.
We're be calm. Death is watching you.
Meaning now.
So
Yeah, better
Oh.
watch your language.
give me a second. I need to do some stuff now.
No, we're not taking a long rest yet.
No, you're all taking a long rest. Don't worry about it. But something happens. Give me a second. I need to
But
find
we
a.
were watching. I'm just kidding.
No. This is not something that.
I actually spread tentacles around the whole village to see if any movement
Shut up! This is not the movement you hope for. So,
in the sky.
yes.
I had tentacles
shut
in
up.
the sky and a web.
Shut the fuck up! Shush! One more thing and I'm making you a gnome.
What?
Yeah.
What kind of threat is this? I'm gonna make you a gnome.
Yeah.
No putting! Yes! My favorite sport!
Sorry,
Anyway,
go on.
all of you this, you find a place to settle. There's plenty of places, and as all of you sleep, the night passes somewhat calmly, until all of you are waken up by a soft rumble beneath the earth. This vibration that kind of spurs all of you awake in the middle of the night, and as you all think of it for a brief second, what the fuck woke you up? All of a sudden, the entire ground vibrates quite sporadically, fully making you awake. You are witnessing an earthquake as the trees and everything around you vibrate and crackle. The noise is the earth shattering is everywhere, and you hear screams of people. What does everybody like to do?
I instantly get up and prepare an Eldritch, and I hold an Eldritch Blast ready for if anything comes a little bit too close trying to kill me.
Yeah.
Or Ares.
I assume whatever container I was in falls over and I spill out. So I wake up.
Yes. Does John have the container, and does he have the tag saying best world's best dad smiley face? Anyway,
this time.
The entire ground and surrounding shakes for a good minute or so. All the week-old trees in the surrounding area immediately break from the sheer vibration in half, in thirds, or basically get snatched from the earth and plummet to the ground violently. Screams of commotion can be heard all around you as everything is shaking or vibrating. And then, as like 30 minutes pass, everything suddenly stops.
Wow, 30 minutes long.
No, 30 seconds, I'm sorry. 30 seconds. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
No tree fell on my head to shoot at, so...
No.
I remain on guard. And start walking around looking at...
I would like you to roll me a perception check. Everybody.
Can I look for a dragon?
Look for a dragon.
Everyone rolls or just Scree?
Everyone is awake.
Okay. Perception. It's gonna be another case of me being legally blind. Let's see.
Okay, so
yes.
from Scree's and Lomachevsky's perspective, the damage is minimal. This is just a very spread out village. Everything is natural. Most of the trees are young. Few fallen trees, few swears, and mainly moans and belligerence of getting woke up because the fucking earth decided to get angry or something. Nobody's harmed. Everybody's just kind of pissed. And now there's this argument ensuing what the fuck to do. Is anybody hurt? It's like, no. And it's like everything is fine. Farron, you realize something that you see Tasha, you see Vazat almost kind of run out from different tents and just kind of observe. Vazat seemingly ready to spell, similar like Scree, waiting for something to happen, and it kind of immediately calms down. Tasha, with her hands out, ready to fight anything. A tree tried to fall on her. She sidestepped it, and now is beating a tree to death that has fallen over. I don't know how that works, but it is how it is. With her bare hands. You look at Vazat though, And you see he's all of a sudden as you look around, it gets a bit more, calm and collective. He also looks up, just kind of naturally, and he just kind of stares at it. Just kind of stares at it. Ares, looking around, you see a lot of individuals in the night. It's fucking dark. You assume it's past midnight. It's been like probably 4 or so hours you have slept. You see your love interest, smiley face, in the panic looking around as everybody else. But slowly but surely returning to bed. You also see Vazat looking at the sky all of a sudden. And you look up and you just see countless of stars moving rapidly in one direction. What you assume from the east to the west. Can you roll me a history, religion, or... what's it called? A history, a religion, or an insight?
You said they were moving from east to west?
Yes.
East to west, yeah. I think I'll roll... Would it make most sense to roll religion, perhaps? Or is it... can I choose?
Any
Like,
of these frees, any of one of 3 choices. Pick.
Okay, then I choose insight, because that's the only thing I have skill in.
Cool.
Skill issue?
Yep, absolutely. Class 4.
Oh my god. You fucking have no clue what's going on. It's just all going very, very fucking oddly, and you don't know what's going on.
Yeah, and the only thing he thinks is that maybe my father would know.
Nevertheless, you looked, so roll me a D million.
What?
Okay, who wants to roll that?
You
one?
looked!
Did I roll a
He's
D10?
rolling for the rest of
Three.
the game.
3.
I mean, question, John. Would
Yes.
would you look to the sky?
Always.
Roll me an insight check.
I'm looking for dragons, so
Oh.
they tend to be in the sky.
Yeah. Oh.
Alright,
Oh.
an insight
You know this phenomena. It's called the meteor shower.
Oh, cool.
You don't really know why or what, like you just know you're like, oh wait, this is something that happens sometimes. You don't really know why, but it's like yeah, I know this sentence sometimes source I made it the fuck up. Can you roll me also a D million?
Sure thing.
Wait,
How many
everyone roll a
zeros
D
are
million?
there?
Oh
Should I?
my! Should I
Oh
roll
my.
as well?
Huh?
Oh my.
Ares, ask you something.
Yeah, I didn't hear what he said. He just mumbles.
Should everyone roll 1D million?
Is everybody
as well?
who's looking at the sky? Roll me a D million. Also, you can roll me history, insight, or religion, because you basically all are outside and you probably all would look at this. Also, I'm gonna roll.
This is my insight roll, 18. I guess I understand this is a meteor here as well.
Ooh. Yeah, you know this phenomenon of Edwin as he described of this as meteor showers, when a bunch of stars start to move rapidly from one side to another, as apparently small stones go from one place to another, and usually people make wishes because it's some sort of folk tale, you know.
Alright, do I roll on my D1 million again, or do I just go by the roll I had above?
Which one?
Because I meme rolled it above what you told him.
Yeah, no meme rolls. Roll again.
Okay.
Does Screen notice everyone that the rest of people are looking up?
Yeah, you would.
Then I guess Screen would look up as well. Just there might be dragon. People are looking up.
Oh shit, this is bad.
So
Jesus
I look
fucking
up-
Christ. You rolled to Wazot only 10 a difference. That's pretty good.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2.
And then Scree
You
gets a
gotta
one.
do 6. You gotta do
Imagine.
6 zeros.
Imagine.
Yeah, I'm just counting my zeros, so. Oh, that's not the right command.
Yeah.
2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Pop!
Okay.
I like that number.
How are we getting a lot of average D1 million rolls?
John
Why did I get an
Mundane.
average one?
You know, it's kind of nice. You see this interesting phenomena. And it takes like a good minute as it kind of crosses, and you all of a sudden get like these flickers, like all of a sudden countless more stars manifested in the shower, and then you realize something. Those are not stars; those are small meteors going for the red sky. As all of a sudden, in a matter of 10 seconds, you hear 7 to 8 thuds across the entire camp. And it sounds as if somebody just hit a hammer next to your head while you're on an animal. The vibration hits the ground 8 times, the entire ground shakes once more, and everything goes silent as the above the sky, the shower continues on as it is. Now everybody's on alert again, as now apparently fucking meteors hit the place.
The one time
Okay,
we
we
don't
go
have
to-
guard, the world starts ending.
Araxis,
What are the
if any of them
craters?
if any of them come in 120 feet of me, Scree's gonna shoot them.
I would say no. It's basically. Does anybody have any interest in this meteorite?
I'm gonna go over to the
Yes.
crash site.
Roll me
Come on,
intelligence
let's
check,
go,
because they didn't like land just in front of you, just like cool. No, you gotta. Okay.
Oh,
You have you.
I'm gonna make a second attempt at that just because I can.
Okay.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
very interested.
I am very.
Yeah. Scree's interested, so
I know
guess
about
I have to roll
stars.
intelligence check as well.
No, I'm named after stars.
Mm.
Intelligence.
Neural intelligence?
Okay.
Yes, if you're interested.
Okay. There we go.
Okay.
Damn, I'm stupid.
So Aries and Terry and John, I guess. Yeah, Aries and John. You assume with enough looking through these conditions, you could probably find all 8 meteors around here, because they're probably within a mile radius of each other. You realize if you do this, you essentially forfeit your long rest, and you would need to start anew after an hour. Would have checked.
As a fighter, I can do that, so I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, but I'm saying for everyone, like as in everyone. For you
I
alone.
could turn into very fast running creature and get there faster and back faster.
But
the
no,
speed,
to be clear here, no.
but I don't know where they are.
I want to clarify, Aries, that you only get 1 hour of low activity. Wait, no,
Yeah.
2 hours of low activity and a long rest. Running at
And this
full
is-
speed as a different animal is not low activity.
Yeah. Like essentially,
Araxis is right here.
essentially, if you all go, you would take an hour and you probably can find all of the meteorites. But you would you need to redo you would have a short rest, but you basically would need to do another long rest. And it is somewhere around past midnight, you assume. Because
But in this
Well,
case, I
I
stay
guess-
behind.
I guess we can just maybe mark the directions, and then go tomorrow. We can go meteors will probably not disappear. Maybe.
I'll take a short
I'm-
rest.
Yeah, Scree's a warlock. He can take a short rest and get away
That's
with it.
good. Can you send your familiar out to scout?
But I'm going out. Just to be clear.
okay.
I'll leave
So
the
how
rest
many
of you
how many
figure
of
out.
you going out?
Then
I'm staying behind.
What do you mean? What is that supposed to mean? Are you staying behind to sleep, or are you staying behind to look for the
Sleep.
meters? Okay, thank you.
Because
And
we're
screw you.
fighting fucking dragons.
Screw you, what about you?
I'll go find the meteors with whoever's doing it. So
Investigation. Investigation with advantage from both of you, and roll one of you a d10. As John and Scree look for the cool. Ooh.
16 and
I hand over my bag of holding.
Nat
to them
20,
as
let's
well.
go! And a 19 on the other one.
Yeah,
Nice.
I give them my
And
give them my bag of holding. When they
And
head out.
a d10.
John, are you taking the bag of
since
holding?
we're-
Yeah.
I am not. Oh! If he's giving it to me, sure. Yeah.
Can I
hand it.
sleep in the bag of holding?
No, you would suffocate.
I can hold my breath.
Motherfuckers.
Holding your breath isn't sleeping.
that
You're not a
costs-
crocodile.
I'm gonna say right now, you can probably hold your breath for that long, but then you're not sleeping. Then you're holding your breath. That's an activity.
And then I'm staying behind to sleep.
Anyway. So John, besides looking for the meteors with Scree, you do find you make head pace, and you can see the smoldering burning, not burning, but like the impact, the fiery small craters that light up in the night, and they're very good indicators of where the crash is, which is fine. But during your looks, your findings, you do find all of them, all 8 meters in the first hour. There is an opportunity for you to hunt, John, as you see there are countless rabbits around the meteorites that are basically asleep, huddled up by the trees, by the roots, and because they're so like not small, but they're like so bushy and it's dark, it looks like it's like moss, but you can clearly distinct the ears and whatnot. Do you want to do some rabbit hunting in the meantime as well? As in, it would not take any longer for the hunt, but it's just an extra thing you can do.
Sure, why not?
Roll me a survival check or a animal handling check. Also, one simple question:
That's what?
animal handling or?
Animal handling.
So here's the thing. You're so fucking gracious, and you don't even know how or why. Something unnatural about this fucking night. You think to yourself, these rabbits, the wild, right? In the wild, in the middle of nowhere, they come to you with no fucking reason. Like, you scoop them up and they don't even wake up. They're asleep, and finally, you catch 7 of them, still alive. There was no chase, no nothing. You just picked them up. And now you have a decision to make. Do you wanna have those 7 like killed, or you wanna do something with them alive?
That's sacrifice.
Are they really just like, okay, these guys are just normal rabbits, right?
Yeah, I mean, from Empire standards, they may be like a bit bigger, right? Maybe their coat is a bit smaller, but they seem to be a lot more, I guess, fitter, bigger. Their mass is bigger. But yeah, they're fully awake, and some of them wake up and they don't, like, they're fully asleep. Like, just they look at you, wake up, and then immediately snuggle back, just pass out. Clearly, their instinct just doesn't kick in.
They're my buddies now. We're going.
You're taking all 7 rabbits with you as
Well, I
buddies.
can make a strength check if you want.
No. You got them all in an hour, and you got all 8 meteorites. So to describe the meteorites, you know Cole. You all seen Cole, both of you, Scree and John. It's basically almost like just the shell of coal that is burned and still hot to the touch. all eight of them, each individual meteorite weighs about maybe 10 to 15. But 2 of them are fucking odd. One is like 10 to 20 pounds is kind of fucking heavy. One of them feels like it's weighing less than 5 pounds. You pick it up fucking effortlessly, even though it is the largest of them all. And another one you pick up, and as you pick up, there is something metallic that clings inside of it. Like something metallic is inside of it, and when you shake it, there's this thud, thud, thud. Like a metal rod hitting metal.
Can I try to open it?
Are you just gonna open it immediately as you find it, or you try to go somewhere, you know?
May I first check if there's any magic coming from it or something like that?
Oh, so you've been following me this whole time?
Casting detect magic naturally.
Yes.
I forgot.
For each individual one, or for that specific?
I just get first cast detect magic. That's what I mean. Yeah.
No. I'm saying, would you cast it as in you find everything, every single one of them, or would you cast it once?
Let's do it after the fact.
I cast there. It's a 10-minute duration, so I guess I cast it whenever all of them.
Okay, so all of them seemingly are, without magic, except for the biggest one, the lightest one, that radiates fucking immense amounts of divination magic. It is literally like staring at one of those hunter truck lights. They just blare up. This is how it looks like. It's just insanely fucking bright. You think if you look for it in more than 10 seconds, you might just go blind.
Okay. I break my concentration up so I don't get blinded by it, and I just take the lightest one, and then I point towards John and just say, to the one that John's holding, and then nod, break it open.
Oh, okay. With my hands, I kind of start putting pressure, twisting it, seeing how it feels in my hands, and if it doesn't just crumble, I'm gonna smash it against a rock nearby.
The one with the metal something inside of it?
Yes.
Okay. You crunch it. Yeah, just roll a strength check. Let's go.
Alright. The dice gods are gonna bully me now. I've done too well.
Ooh,
Dice gods do not hate you.
Jesus fucking Christ. So you hold in your hand and you crumble it, and you realize that, well, it's not like, it's like crack and all of a sudden everything crumbles, but it takes a bit of effort. As you realize, as you break down the coal, there's all sorts of shiny bits and pieces inside of it. You realize that while outside it's coal, inside of it looks like diamonds and sapphire, like jewels. Like actual raw natural jewels have formed. And in the center of this, as there's a few inches of this, jewel-infested meteor, there is all of a sudden a metal that looks like bronze. And it reveals to be a bronze box. It is symmetrically perfect. It is about 3/4 foot by 3/4 foot in all diameters, and it looks like this pristine bronze box. How do I say this? It's like a cube without any rough edges. It's all smooth, and there's no way seemingly to open it.
No way to open it. There's question here. You call it a box? Is it just like a box is in a cube, or is it a box is in something that you meant to do?
Cube.
Okay.
You can roll me an insight or investigation.
I'll roll insight. Scree, want to help me out and throw in an investigation? We're looking at this cube together.
I'm looking at my own meteor.
Focused. All right. Understandable.
trying
17.
to understand it.
So with a 17, you know what? While doing your stuff, Scream. I assume you also want to like crack it open and see what's inside, right?
Yep.
So as you start cracking the layers, it kind of comes off kind of easy. I assume you don't use your fist, you use your knife or something.
Yeah, I use my sickle.
Yeah, and as you kind of break off, it just takes a few tugs and you break off. All of a sudden, there's this warm light that kind of comes from the inside of this meteorite. You look at this literally like very holy material, very almost yellowish, whitish material that's very hollowed out and is generating tiny bits of light, as there's barely a few, not even an inch of this coal around it. As you break it open and you just see this like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like a sponge, right? It's like one of those sponges that has shit ton of holes and you can see a shit ton of things, but it's stony.
Porous, it's called. It's like
Pores, yeah. Just a shit ton of pores. It is incredibly light. It is about feet or so of it in diameter. Is it almost like not a precise circle, but it's almost. And it's just this odd thing that you got. Can you just roll me a history check?
Naturally.
You have no fucking clue what this is.
Huh.
It is slightly warm in your hands. And as you hold into the bright parts, you kind of feel sad. Like not depressive, but kind of there's this slight, like a small, like something put a small tiny thin cloth of melancholy all over you. You feel sad and you don't know why.
Oh, then Scree's expression starts to go sad looking at it. Like,
Second.
I just feel sad, and I'm just looking at this thing sadly. I'm like, why am I sad?
I need to
Is it
find.
normal?
You got an image for it?
they've been sad before.
It's not even.
Chaotic evil problems.
It's not even like I'm looking for the cube image. I'm sorry, give me a second. But yeah, I don't like. There's really nothing, no way to show it. It just looks this hollowed out stone with a like spongy interior. Right? It's like a lot of connections between each other, and it's very hollowed out with these spores. It's extremely lightweight. It emits its own light. It is warm in your hands, and you feel sad. As for your cube, this is the bronze cube in question. This is it.
I show it to the buddies.
To the buddies, as it.
Do they approve of it?
What do you mean, buddies? It's 1 a.m.
Bunnies.
Buddies.
Oh, bunnies. They are asleep, but you assume
Never mind. I'm gonna leave
But
them
you
alone.
assume they are nodding in approval.
Got it. That's my interpretation of this. Okay, with a 17 on insight, by the way. What did I?
Give me a second. I need to find the cube. The
Got
cube.
it.
Wait, where's the cube? Why can I not find it anymore? Who stole my cube? Huh? Yeah, who the fuck stole my cube? Hello. God damn it. Yeah, kind of like this, but a lot more, yeah, even more holes, like a lot more holes. Oh, found a cube, let's go. My cube, smiley face. Anyway.
My cube.
Mine cube, okay. Wait, so.
Here's a cube.
Yeah, no, I have the cube. Oh god, what did I do?
The best cube.
The cube. Give me a second. Found it. It's very monotonous. I know. People are excited over a bronze cube, whatever it could be. I don't know.
It's cubular. Cubular.
Oh my god, that is a fucking reference. That is a fucking reference. Anyway, yeah. As you clear like the whole coal, and you know you put aside all the jewels encrusted, you look at this box, this bronze box that is like perfect, and you realize there's no what's it called, dents on it, like how does it get, not dents, like there's no like damage to it. It's not like been wielded shut or something. What you do notice is there are these thinnest fucking lines etched into the actual cube, and the only reason you can see it is when you use your source of light to move it slightly to reveal it. There is language on this cube. Entire sentences, and you have no fucking clue what they mean. But there is something that revealed through looking at this. Almost like an input slot that is revealed in the thin bronze side, where it seems to have this like motion, not motion, but like a carving of what seems to be humanoid fingers. And where you assume the thumbs are to press the thing, as if you have to hold in a particular thing in a in a particular way.
So, how easy would it be to just do that?
If somebody held the fire, or if you put the or if somebody had the because it's dark, you know. So if you put your torch somewhere where you can manipulate the light easy, or if you had Scree's help, you can manage it very fucking easily.
Yeah, alright, so I just stick my torch into the ground.
Yeah.
And...
Are you gonna say to Scree anything, or we're just gonna
no, Scree's right now having a moment. I'm not gonna mess with honestly, look, from John Mundane's perspective, Scree's kinda scary. Burst into flames on first meeting, talks in your head. I don't feel very comfortable with Scree.
Uh-huh.
It's like the judgmental older sister. I don't want to mess with her. Alright, yeah. I place the torch down like center of the ground, just stuff it into the ground so it stays still, and attempt to hold it.
Give me a second. So, you wish. You fucking wish. As you press the thing in, all of a sudden, there's a harmonious click, as if something inside of this thing clicked several hundred times over in the span of several seconds, and all of a sudden, the entire box changes form, becomes longer, and expands, maybe 4 times as big. You realize it all of a sudden manifests these wings, the best way you can describe it, that have multiple panels that reflect your own face. What you're looking at is basically an amalgamation of metal, wires, and mirrors, and you have no clue what it is. until all of a sudden in the menagerie of this bullshit. In the menagerie. Oh yeah, I found exactly what I was looking for. Oh wait, no, I can do this better. I canonically can do this better. I just realized. Give me a second.
Let's con.
I just realized I can do this better. I can do this better. Oh yes, I can do this better. As all of a sudden, it looks at you. There's this gleaming rod of light gleams at you for a few seconds, and as everything around it kind of twirls, it kind of compacts itself back. Give me a second. Just wanna just see if I can find a proper one that would fit. I just realized.
Wait a moment.
Nope. Fuck. Yeah. Second. Ah.
Oh no! Don't send me to the.
Shut up! I need to look for Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I found something similar. Oh fuck. Can I find it? Okay, so all of a sudden, the eye springs to life. And it kind of starts. No, the eye, the one at the very center, springs to life and kind of starts looking around as of an actual eye. It looks similar like an eye, but it looks fucking odd and weird and different. All of a sudden, its entire surrounding, its entire extended corpus, retracts itself slowly as the metal box becomes smaller, slimmer, and a lot more curvier, to the point that it was like a box that you need to, like, you could hold it, bounce it on one hand, to something you could hold it like an apple. The eye remains in contact with you, still looking at you. All right. All right. Give me a second. Fuck me. God damn it. Where is it? Oh, there.
But
Okay, I found it. There you go. And now I'm gonna just gonna show the art of this, because I was like, you know what? I could do my own spin of it, but I know exactly somebody who did it a lot better. And why not? Why not steal from other people's?
Why shouldn't I?
Yeah, why shouldn't I? What you basically see is this like almost like a. Yeah, I'm not gonna even say it. I'm not gonna say it. I'm just gonna say this. PoE, this is what you're looking at.
hello, Guardian.
As I
it looks like.
Yeah.
Is it doing anything else?
It's just looking at you blankly.
I wave at it.
All of a sudden, the eye stares at you, waving. Doesn't do anything else.
Do I notice this?
It's in torchlight, so it's not super.
Or am I
it's
too
not super hard
sad?
to spot.
It is just, yeah, it's just looking at you.
Kind of give it I kind of like, tilt my head to the side a bit. Take another look at it. Hello? Tap the top of it.
It just looks at you. Just looks at you.
I will name you Bob.
All of a sudden, as you're holding it, all of a sudden, you feel a sudden warm sensation in your palm as you're holding it. That sudden warm sensation turns in a crackling, cold, like almost like a strike through your entire body directly into your heart, into your spine, and into your brain. Can you roll me a Constitution saving throw?
Oh no.
Bob was not the correct password. Please try again.
Please try again. Alright, con save. This is gonna get bad. Well,
Don't worry, you should have good con.
Ooh. Well, John, as you know, the warming up part was like, it's kind of nice for like 6 seconds. Would you said anything to Scree as you're just kind of observing this thing?
Warm. Kind of like ooh, warm.
Warm. Looks back at the thing. All of a sudden, it just shoots out something through his entire nervous system. Scree. All of a sudden, you see John just fucking twitches for a few seconds and just fucking collapses on the ground. There is smoke visible from his body. Surprisingly enough, the thing that is now flying mid-air without any propulsion just looks down at John. John, for a few seconds, the pain locks you and you are just there in constant pain with no fucking escape until all of a sudden something snatches you back and you breathe once more alive. As you cough yourself from the pain, the first sensation that you hear is hundreds upon of thousands of voices having idle chat, conversing. You can hear laughter, joyous celebration, and then hundreds upon thousands of screams turns into this gust of wind and then goes silent. And then you hear this monotone voice. Link up successful.
Peter Dink.
Bob.
Well, the game was technically a no.
What are you? Who? Sorry. Who are you?
My name is not Bob. My name is authorization required.
Alright. Authorization required.
False.
Nice to meet you.
My name is not authorization required. My name is authorization required. Can you roll me an insight check?
Yes.
He's just
You in fact believe that his name is authorization required.
Of course it is. It's what it told. You just see like the face. Like I just make the weirdest contorted face of absolute confusion.
Right. Is it telling it in John's mind, so only hear John's side of the conversation, or is talking
in his mind? In his mind, you don't hear any of this conversation.
Okay, then I just approach John with still the sponge in my hand, keeping me sad. I look sadly at him.
He can't tell. He can't read bird faces.
Figured you don't, but still.
Hey, Scree, this is... He stops himself for a moment. Authorization.
You all of a sudden, in your head, you hear, false. My name is not authorization required. My name is authorization required.
Make up your mind. He looks at him, looks back at Scree. Okay, he's a bit picky with his pronunciation. I don't think I got it yet.
Scree, okay, so Araxis, do I know that that's definitely not the name out of just common sense?
Persuasion. Not persuasion. Insight. Because you don't know, this is an alien creature in front of you. Maybe it is. It's just no,
That's funny.
no. You're like, this guy probably had a fucking concussion, and probably his head is electrocuted. His name is in fact not. Authorization required.
Okay, so I look at the creature and I wave at it with my free hand while holding the goop in my other hand. And still looking sad because apparently that's the only mood I can do right now with that thing.
Put him in a bad mood. Spree, it talks like you do.
So wait, you just telling me that it talks like me, like in the mind?
That's the implication.
Okay. Well, then I guess Scree is going to attempt to talk to the machine's mind.
Oh no. Oh no. Security breach. Measures taken.
And with a bit of sadness in Scree's voice while holding the thing, it says,
Hello there. How are you?
Are you talking
That's
to
how
the thing?
yeah, that to the mind. That's mind talk to the thing.
Oh my fucking god.
And you made Scree sad, so Scree can only talk sad right now, even though they should probably drop the thing, but at the same time it's magic, so we'll see where this goes.
We'll see where this goes. It's a magic sponge.
Scree, can you roll me a wisdom saving throw? And
You did activate the security.
and just an insight check. Ooh. As you talk to it, it doesn't look at you. It just looks continuously at John. But then all of a sudden, as if you reach out with your existence, something started to pull you in unknowingly, without your
Consent.
yes, pulling you in your entire whole. You feel yourself fading away, and then all of a sudden, either by sheer luck or something happening, you snap back, and your entire consciousness snaps back to you. You realize whatever this thing is, you really should not peer into its mind, because you might just lose yourself.
Scree blinks for a moment, and it's like, oh, and it's like, oh.
To the equivalent of maybe you could accidentally trap your own soul inside of this thing. Okay. You want to know how I feel about this thing, like this whole interaction? You know those factory machines that go very fucking fast?
Mm-hmm.
And you like accidentally your clothes got caught by it, and the force just ripped the fucking like the jacket, like the piece of jacket, because it was like rugged, and it just took the piece of jacket, and you just flinched back. You're fully safe, but holy fucking shit, if that jacket was more sturdier. Oh my fucking god. That whole...
I look at Spree. Yeah. Spree, how normal are these things around you?
Though Scree looks a bit sad and a little bit surprised and horrified, but you can't read her face, so she looks at you and just relays a sad message.
This thing is not normal, but it likes you, I guess.
Alright, I think... He thinks to himself for a moment. Alright. Nuts. So looks slowly turns his head over to authorization acquired. And yes, how are you doing? You can see he's still processing the situation, and the default conversation tactics have activated.
All of a sudden, the thing gives like a 180, then another 180, just kind of observing everything. Starts just kind of rotating in the air like a ball in zero gravity for a few seconds.
Leans over to screen. I think he's happy.
Then all of a sudden stops and just kind of twirls towards you in your head. It is a calm night. Recent meteor shower occurred. I am free.
Hmm. He kind of thinks to himself for a moment. Let's see, the only thing... I should probably bring you to camp, but I shouldn't bring something deadly. Are you evil?
What are you required? What is evil?
Oh no, don't point and scream with this. It would be hilarious, but still.
You know what? You got me there. He nods. A fair point made.
It just kind of looks
All
at
right.
you, continues looking at you.
How about kind of around it's kind of laid out. How about we talk more on the way back? I think Scree's had a rough day.
It says nothing, but it just kind of continues. Also, for the rest 6 meteorites, they're basically 2 of them are basically just more coal and pieces of iron, and the rest of them are just not gem filled, but there's like bits and pieces of jewels, like jewelry, as in raw jewels in the crust, and so yeah. So you make
on the way back. On the way back, I'm just gonna ask a few questions.
yeah. It just kind of follows you behind, like about like a 2 feet, like a feet above you and about 2 feet behind you. It just kind of follows you. Doesn't make any sound, any noise. It just kind of follows you.
Mm-hmm. So, first thing is, so, what do you do for a hobby or fun?
There's a pause for a good 10 seconds. Then you really think that he even heard or cares about the answer. And then he ushers into your mind once more. Designation: Seeker. This priority: space. Exploration beyond. Seeking other worlds. Not afflicted by God. Designated Tiamat.
Oh, interesting. The question here. I recognize the name Tiamat, right? That's like one of the most famous.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It kind of continues. Previous assignment: launched into space for observation purposes. Sustain operations for 17,814 years, 9 months, 2 days, 17 seconds.
Quick maths.
Quick.
F's.
There's kind of he nods along. He's actually he looks impressed. He looks
My bad.
Oh.
It was 54. I fucking.
all good. Don't worry about it. And he kind of looks at
Maybe,
So-
maybe in their world they do use seconds till 100.
oh. That's pretty intense. Did you find one?
My results are. There's a few seconds. Access denied. Authorization required.
You and your name. He thinks to himself again. So if you're meant to be up there, why are you down here?
Quarry met. Maintain operations for previously declared time until anomaly implosion of lunar object damaged and thrown seeker out of orbit, maintaining repairs, and now here, back on designation home. Revert to land traversion.
Can you just staring at this going on? It's like one-sided conversation.
Yeah, you see John asking completely normal questions. To your knowledge, it's just a very normal traditional conversation. In reality.
Well, I think Scree understand that you're talking with it in your mind. It's responding to you in your mind, but Scree doesn't know the answer. So
Exactly. It seems like a normal conversation on his half. You know, that sounds like a tough mission. You can hang out with me if you want until you find a way back into space with a new home.
Wait, what was that? Was that cool? Question.
He said you could.
Yeah.
He said, man, that sounds tough. You're gonna hang out with me until you find a way to a new home.
Negative. New assignment needed. Retreat to designation station side. Access denied. Authorization required.
He looks confused
And
again.
before you say quarry, just looks at you. Quarry, access denied. Verification required. Is a long statement. Would you like an alternative choice of words?
He nods.
Input quarry after the beep, and there's Scree. All of a sudden, you just hear like a microwave beep for like 4 seconds, and it stops.
I say Bob.
We gotta call it Bob. Quarry.
Bob the alien orb.
Quarry accounted. Verification. You wish me to be called from now on and repeats your fucking in your own voice, Bob.
Yes. He nods.
He immediately. There's a few seconds, and then it's like, change made. You now can refer to me as, repeats Bob in your
In my voice.
Yeah, it's like how to say this. It basically captured your saying of Bob, and now repeats in your mind whenever he wants to be. Yeah,
Got it. Perfect.
Bob.
So, do you need any help, or we just gonna chill out together for a while? Or...
Negative. Assimilating location of station in cohesion of other active satellites. Estimated course succession in 72 years and 9 months approximately.
Well, that's a. Oh. As we kind of like start walking up to town.
Yeah.
Kind of looks around, realizes, crap, this guy's not gonna fit in. If he looks the way he does now, can you look? Would you like a disguise?
All of a sudden, it
Or something.
evaporates in front of you.
He looks. This has impressed him more than anything else.
And now in your voice, if you could wish to call upon me, I can materialize in the earliest convenience as quick as 6 seconds.
You just see him disappear, and you see like an amazed smile show up on John Mundane's face. One only applicable to when he made cake.
Okay.
You can do magic.
He's more confused than anything.
Can you still hear me?
Oh my fucking god. No. I'm gonna send something to no mic that is absolutely fucking cursed.
Orexis has come across cursed material.
Yeah, look at this.
Stop!
You're welcome. You're fucking welcome. No need. Anyway.
Yeah, but with that said, what I'm going to question, is this thing still responding to my questions while it's invisible?
Yes.
Alright, I'm going to DM you a list of questions
Yeah, but also
at a later time.
I'm saying, can you just roll me an insight check and a medical check?
Sure thing. Yeah. These are gonna be bad, but we're gonna do it. Medical check. Double check what that is. That was right.
You're absolutely clueless.
So, like, you just see me walking by, talking to myself with a bunch of bunnies on my side.
Absolutely.
Young developed schizophrenia.
No, I'm talking from. Actually, you know what's ironic? From someone else's perspective, besides for Scree, it looks like I'm just talking to the bunnies.
Yeah, the bunnies.
And I am going to go back to bed, snuggle up with some of the bunnies, and I'll get you a list after session.
You're war packed. Ah, Jesus Christ. Okay. So, everybody goes for a long rest. I imagine Spree too as well.
Yep, and I probably put the weird rock, magic rock in my bag.
Mm-hmm.
Not the bag of holding, my bag.
Okay. So. So. Let me quickly play the music because I didn't thought this was gonna go so badly. Well, not so badly, more like so
Slowly.
long. It was supposed to be like, 10 minutes in and out. It's been like
I apologize.
It's fine. No,
I
it's
drew
fine.
this out.
It's fine. It's fine. So, you all are waking up. You're all kind of woke up by a massive horn blowing. As you all are getting slowly but surely awakened by the rumbling sound of more and more horns. You all have a long rest, and you realize that it is not day fully, but it's way beyond morning.
Sorry. Couldn't press fast enough.
As all of a sudden, wherever you are, because you split or divided, there's some guy or girl, a child or an elderly person that comes and grabs you, well, not grabs, but calls to you and tells you that the chief has called for everyone, and of course you. So as soon all of you take the call.
Now you wake up, yes. Yeah,
Joe Biden.
Joe Biden.
Yeah.
as I'm on my way to the call, I assume I meet the other three.
Yeah.
Morning, Harg.
But I ask him, so what did you find last night?
Right. Rock. Gems. Bunnies. Bob.
Oh yeah, are you
Bunnies
carrying,
fell from space?
are you carrying the bunnies with you, by the way?
If they're still chilling next to me, sure.
Jesus fucking Christ. Well, you Dominchevsky, you just see there's less less John, more bunnies on him.
Bunnies fell from space?
We throw an intelligence check. Nah, they're just chilling around there.
They're just near the... Okay.
That's interesting.
And as for the yen...
Oh, right. He pulls out the bag of holding and hands it back to Ira. But before doing that, he pulls out one of the gemstones. These.
Ooh, that looks nice.
Ooh.
There is 4 of them in total. Do we each get one? Or yeah, kind of shrugs and puts it back in there.
Let's see. Find anything else?
Nothing else that I haven't said yet.
I see. So just valuables. Nothing more.
No. No. There's the sponge rock. He points to Scree. There's bunnies. He thumbs to the bunnies on his shoulder and head. Bob. And
Wait, what?
He rolls her eyes.
Hmm?
Fury rolls her eyes.
Bob. He's scratches his head. Bob, he's like, he points to what's his name again? The guy on Domo waist.
Edwin.
Edwin, right? He points to Edwin. It's like him but shiny.
Shiny head?
You know it's.
Scree shakes her head and points to their eye.
Shiny eye?
Tilts his
Can you
head
show
and
it to me?
try to think about what it means.
Kind of looks around. Who's watching us right now?
There are passerbys literally looking at the bunnies as they pass by. Mainly children. As they're mesmerized by a bunch of fucking bunnies.
No, he looks a bit different. I don't want him to get self-conscious.
It's a bit different.
I can carry the bunnies.
Doesn't look like you. Doesn't speak like you.
Oh, can you? He kind of like one of the bunnies in his arms. He slowly hands over to Ira. This is Fred. Careful, he didn't sleep well last night.
Oh, come here,
Hands
little one. He hands. Ares takes the bunny.
He just shakes her head again, and then pulls out the oozy melancholic rock. And show it to the rest.
Honestly, now, as you're holding it in daylight, you're feeling kind of cheerful, kind of like the sense of nostalgia.
Happy roll.
Yeah.
Happy rock.
Not super, not like overexcited, but like as you were sad at night, now it's kind of feeling content and kind of happy about it. It's like,
Satisfying, bro.
There's this big sense of satisfaction in Scree's mood and face.
Okay, does it affect us, or does it just affect Scree that's holding it?
oh no, it's only Scree. It's only Scree.
Okay.
Oh yeah, since all of you can see it, everybody roll a history check.
Yeah, you can history check the clearly mood rock.
Jesus fucking Christ. All of you are like, just like stumbling, like.
Wait,
Ares
what
like,
about-
wait,
what
is it
about
shiny?
Edwin?
One of you can roll with advantage. Also, not everybody. No, yeah, come on. Which one of you is gonna roll with advantage? Come on, come on.
Should I roll with advantage?
You
Do
decide.
you have a modifier?
No.
None of us have a history modifier?
I do, but I already checked and I didn't know.
Brr. Maybe Edwin can help
Then-
you out here. Roll against Scree, just for the sake so we don't roll
Edwin?
once.
Does Edwin know?
That's what he's rolling again for. Edwin's helping Scree.
If Alexis allows it. I mean, am I allowed to reroll advantage?
Sure.
Okay. Well, that's a nope. You asked.
Oh my god.
All the bad luck
Nah.
coming around.
You're
Now
like,
we used it all, bro.
you're looking at this rock and you go like, huh.
Still don't know.
Shiny.
Shiny. It makes me happy. It's weird.
Yes. It's crystal meth.
Okay. So as you all gather,
Maybe I should eat it.
you see there is freshly chopped down stumps, and you see immediately the two Pampers, the biggest of them all, and above them on the stumps you see Torot as he waits for people to gather. I don't know where you want to stand and describe it. It's about 100 or so people.
Probably up front. I also put the rock away.
Yeah. I think we're a bit far forward.
So, as you all gather around, you see Vazat is basically standing to the side, a lot more, I guess, less afraid, more confident. As all of a sudden, your boy, Tazat,
Was it?
yeah, Torot. My nose is fucking full. Just give me a second. My nose was full, I'm sorry. Anyway. As the barbarian kind of bellows out into the crowd. Brothers and sisters, I have made a decision that not many of you might like. if we want to be great as a tribe, as a people, and prove ourselves in this world as mighty and cunning, we need to move. Everybody look around, murmur. For these lands are ancient, our ancestors respected it, hunted and gathered in it for centuries. But these are lands of the weak. There are no challenge, no predators to overcome, no greatness in the living, only in surviving. We shall move east to the hollowed stone, and we'll make a new place there for our people. And these, he kind of points his finger at all of you. These chosen by the gods who brought us this far will go there first and make a foothold while the rest of us prepare to leave by sunset, heading downwards east. We will build up. We will prepare the wyverns still sleeping at the top of the nests. And in the meanwhile, an artifact will be hunted to lure the dragon inland, so we can sever its head. Now
He
who's
picks up at the word artifact.
Now who's with me as he kind of raises his scythe above his head? Let me roll something.
I need to. Sorry.
Bro, turning into Kirby out here.
As enthusiastic he was, a lot of people just look around. There's no enthusiasm found in anybody.
Guys, stand up and tell him, isn't this a bit too abrupt? You shouldn't, like, people get ready before just immediately moving?
Can you roll?
People have DeLoreans, they have houses.
Can you roll me? Can you roll me? Just either a performance or persuasion check. Jeez,
Okay.
you're like the one meme picture of that very well illustrated people where the guy stands up and gives a take. You know the one. Jesus. There's this. If there was a scene to be drawn, and the subtitles would say crickets. As Basel kind of intervenes, the most ready and available will head out today by sunset. The rest of you that have a lot more, well, preparations are need to be done. A dragon requires a lot of preparation. This simply won't do. Let's see if he rolls any better. Jesus fucking Christ. There's this awkward, like, you look around, you see some enthusiastic youth that kind of nodding their head, and even though like there's no hype behind it, they're like, okay. And Tara just kind of bell out, "You're all dismissed," and everybody just kind of walks out, and you kind of get this passive insight that it kind of just killed the fucking mood. just
Wait, me or him?
yeah.
Mood successfully assassinated. Wait, my rock can give everyone a happy mood again.
Oh god.
Everyone, touch my rock.
As god damn it. As Torot looks at all of you still standing there, then looks at Vazov, kind of gives a nudge, and Vazov approaches all of you as Torot just walks off. He'll be heading back there. Make sure that there are no hostilities around the place. And I guess by dusk, people will come and start to settle in. Work will be needed to be done, and when most of the tribe will arrive there, we shall go for a hunt for this artifact. He kind of looks at all of you kind of sheepishly. Any questions?
So we will go there, and then we will look around only.
Patrol, make sure that there's nothing to be ambushed by. I do not assume the Panthers or anything similar that is gonna be there, but make sure once the first settlers in that they can actually set up. He kind of scratches his head. Then it's gonna take a week or two of preparing the surrounding, cutting the surrounding trees, and once that is done, I'll hopefully will be able to lock down the precise location of this artifact.
You know what? He snaps her fingers and then points towards it and pulls out the rock again towards him and holds it out to him and see what he thinks of it.
Kind of looks at it, strikes at it, crashes his head. Let's see if he knows anything of it.
That's exactly why I'm doing it, because the guy has a book. Maybe they know. Huh.
He kind of looks at you back. A curious little trinket, to be precise. I think. But yes, any questions?
Rock away.
I don't have any more questions.
Currently, no.
For your actions, I was told, since you are part of this tribe now, by the end of the year, you shall receive each an individual wyvern as your personal mounts.
I just... I give this exact look. I give him this exact look.
The best part, you are a slime, so you can literally.
I'm a slime. Yes.
Yeah. Iris seems very happy, like clapping hand. Oh, that is very nice.
I slowly lean over to Domo. I like our new fan.
I like artifacts. They're so fucking cool.
Bro, these guys are legit.
Yeah. Nevertheless, make your way as soon as possible. If any of you are willing to make some sort of clearing by the mountains for people to put their belongings there, that would be great.
Yeah.
And by
Aris
dusk,
Aris taps it as like, "Did that to me."
Oh no!
and by dusk, you shall receive a message, one of you, and if all goes well, I shall teleport majority of the people, while the other people will be escorted by Tarat himself. And as soon as that begins, I can see what the situation with the virus. A lot of work will be needed, a lot of stuff need to be done, but in a month from now, maybe 3 weeks or so, we shall have a dragon's head on our table, and we can present it to Red Rock. If Tarot so wishes to do his bid against the current High Chief of the Spires, I shall not stop him. And he kind of just gives a polite nod to all of you. Please, make haste.
Okay.
So,
Well, then you will also start heading east.
yeah, I guess you're gonna head
Maybe
east.
so.
So, roll me a d10, everybody. As you're heading,
Right from the top.
My turn.
My turn.
Oh, what?
I didn't roll a d10.
You.
Egyptian.
I heard her by last second.
The subtle nod that the Machevsky's living in Cars universe. Let's go.
Here we go. 4.
Go wait. Give me a second. I'm gonna change the music.
But to be fair, honking is the most efficient way to communicate while inside the vehicle. Why scream or shout
Anyway,
when you can beep in certain intervals?
So, as you're passing, like, you know the path. The path is pretty simple, basic. Well, there's no path actually. You just kind of make your way through the jungle. Nothing really happens to none of you except for the fact that all of a sudden the fucking rain starts. Also, John, the rabbits. The rabbits are still with you.
Got it.
You don't know fucking why, but they're still with you, and you know it was like, eh. So about 3 hours pass as it's fucking raining and being moist and all that, and you see in the distance the familiar. Oh god, you see the familiar, mountain, the Holdout Mountain. You takes additional like 10 minutes or so, and you literally see the place where the combat was. It's basically in the same fork of it's in the same fork of path that you met with the panther, but there's a lot, like a big sign of fighting, scratch marks. The entire entrance is just basically blown open. There's no subtlety to the entrance anymore. And a lot of this thick gelatinous liquid is everywhere in here.
This was one hell of a fight. There was an entrance here.
Yeah, I mean, there is an entrance there, but where it was previously like covered in moss and vines and trees, it's basically just torn open. Like somebody charged through it and destroyed it.
Is the chief with us?
Nope, we were all alone. You were told to essentially.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, Vazot's instructions were as vague as it were. You were told to essentially make preparations for them to arrive. So, what you gonna do?
And this mountain they are talking about, not another place.
Yeah. You assume it's.
So, you guys got an axe? We could start chopping. It's gonna take a while to clear.
Shouldn't we check for any hostile things in the area?
Decisions.
Oh, yeah.
You have decided.
Oh,
I think
Because we know there are wyverns up here.
let's go check on the wyverns.
How are you gonna check on them?
We climb the mountain.
From the outside or inside? Because remember, hold it out.
We're going inside. I'm going inside at least.
Then
But
I'm
he's
going
gonna
with
have
Street.
fathers.
yeah, we might it might be best if we do it stealthily at first because we don't know if the wyverns will be our friends or not.
Yeah.
So first of all, perception is you're at the very bottom of the ground, and second of all, are you gonna climb or are you gonna use the wooden pathways that are basically rotten? Are you gonna gamble on those?
I can.
You don't want to use a flying creature in your wyvern territory.
We have Lily and Familiar can turn invisible, and we have Bob that's invisible.
I'm invisible?
Bob.
Bob.
Oh, sorry, John. That is my name. That's right.
Okay.
Man forgot his name John. Responds to the name Bob.
I did shit.
With that said, though, question here: we're at the we're at the old den of the Death Tiger.
Yes,
right?
yes. You are there.
Anything in here?
Yeah, I told you, roll perception.
Okay, we're just checking
Perception.
inside this den.
Yeah, you can roll perception
Alright.
for the very bottom.
Perception +2.
Ooh.
It's dark.
Okay, so you do a bit of clearing. There's first of all, it smells of shit, like hundreds of years of shit stacking on top of it. Shit. So you do a bit of clearing, seeing if you find anything. Domachevsky and Farron, you find in this you assume 120 by 120, like the very bottom. There is a passageway, a stairway, if you will, that leads down somewhere. And it goes for about 10 feet until it suddenly is blocked by a massive boulder.
All right, I'm going to ask the bunnies to chill, and I'm gonna see if I can move it.
I'm gonna say this: you cannot.
Sad.
Not even budget. You with passive insight, you think your main source of getting down there is basically going through it with a pickaxe or magic.
I might be able to do that to help that one.
Yeah. So what you gonna do?
We want to explore beneath first because we know about the wyverns upstairs.
Yeah.
He's talking about the literature about it. So, do you think we should go down? He sees some magic start to line his hands as he's prepared to cast a spell, but he looks towards you for confirmation.
Please tell me this. We're not going back to an Underdark, right?
No, we're on the bottom of the mountain.
Eric tilts his head. I don't know.
Sweats.
So does we have to send the Familiar up to see what's up there, or
Yeah, you can roll perception if you want for that.
I guess I'll just send my Familiar invisibly up, and then they will roll perception when they're up there.
Yeah.
And which is just flat
And
D20.
I stone shape to.
Okay.
I can move 5 feet deep.
So
stone to make a passageway.
Yeah, fair enough.
I can make a doorway.
Fair. So give me a second, John. With the 21, you do see a shit ton of branches and twigs as you imagine, but then also one of it catches you off guard. One is not the other. Fuck. One is not the other. Fuck. I can't say it. Yeah.
You're good. I get you.
Yeah.
As
this one stick that looks to be just a normal stick. It seems to be adorned with diamonds. It's not fully, not blowing down, but more covered in bronze, and in the bronze part of the stick, there are small diamonds. Six of them encrusted. It kind of looks
like a lever.
It looks like a wand. And you don't even know.
I go to pick up the stick.
Mm-hmm.
Before I actually touch it, I ask, "Hey Bob, is this safe?"
Yes. Oh, Bob.
There's a pause for a few seconds. Quarry, for observation, I require to exit from you.
Granted.
All of a sudden, everybody around you, all of a sudden see this slight flash of light as you see this thing manifest in front of John. You know the one I'm speaking about, Bob. This manifests as it kind of examines the stick, and then all of a sudden looks at you. It appears to be missing.
I'm surprised, and I tell him, "This is Bob. You tell me this is a head. This is an eye. What is this?" I grab Bob.
His opposite eye wide, and he looks like an excited child who has just had like a
Domachevsky, you
Christmas.
grab Bob.
Yes.
You grab it and you hold on. No, you grab it and hold on to it. And it doesn't seem to be going anywhere. But you're hanging on to it. And then you look the eye or the Bob looks at you for a brief second, looks at John and says to John, to Sam Lowley, "Enemy detected?"
Wait.
you realize there's just like almost like a confirmation.
Friend.
Granted. And then Domachevsky disappear.
Yeah, he just disappeared.
All of a sudden, it disappears, dissipates, and then Domachevsky all of a sudden, your handle holding on just vanishes, and you're like plummet back to the ground.
Where did it go?
Oh, you upset him. This is why I didn't want to show him in public. You made fun of his looks, and then you went and grabbed him. That's not okay.
What do you mean upset him? This is not a living being.
Ares walks up, shoves his face close to John, and asks, "What was that? What was that?"
It was Bob.
Was that Bob? What is he?
He is complicated.
He is complicated.
See, you're insulting him.
No.
Okay.
Is he friendly? Is he your friend?
Nods.
Wow.
Anyway, besides the Bob, you're told that the stick is incomplete, or the thing is incomplete.
So, with that, he didn't say it was dangerous, so I do pick it up. Looking at it here, I kind of just I ask a follow-up from Bob. Bob, you said it was incomplete. What do you mean?
The item provided is broken.
Glowing nods. Is the way to fix it?
Depending on the origin and the make, it additionally acquires rest of its pieces. How many pieces there are? Undecided.
He slowly nods, and he just puts it to his he puts it into his side pocket.
Mm-mm.
All right, I'll keep an eye out for that.
So Scree, you with your thing fly up to the very top, and you do find at the very top there are in total 3 nests, right?
Uh-huh.
That are active. There are in total 12 eggs that are all there, and you see that there are 2 wyverns at the very top. One is sleeping and one is kind of active. It occasionally looks back at the slightly down, kind of pays attention around when you there's a commotion downstairs, but it's not even looking at the direction. It's kind of just like trying to perceive where you might be, but doesn't seem to be getting a hold of it. Okay, stone shaping your way below. It takes about good 2-3 minutes of active stone shaping to make a passageway. This wasn't like a just a rock that fell somehow. These were just rock slabs that were put in place several times over. John, even if you could have moved this one slab, there were 5 other slabs that were blocking, so you would not. Yeah. So by shaping your way through the final one, there is all of a sudden a smell of dust and decay. It's noxious, but it's not bad. It's foul smelling. But you're not dying from it. As you see, there are this stone, similar stone hallway that goes straight, and there are many corridors that go left and right. Now, question is, are you gonna go down here and explore it, or?
Yes,
Okay.
but maybe want to do so sneakily.
Okay.
Should I?
It doesn't really matter, because as you take your way from one room to another, you realize something, Ares, and I guess everybody else who follows, that this was some sort of hatchery. As you see, there are more nests here, and more smaller cracked egg shells everywhere. You do see in each of these hallways that go left and right, you go into these 30 by 30 rooms where there's a fresh supply of water that has now just basically become stale water. And there's these alcoves for what you assume are wyverns or maybe other birds that were fed here, nurtured here. And you see there's a shit ton of stone carvings on the walls above and below the nests that kind of depicts almost like a mantra, like a way of life in each of these individual hallways. There's one for feeding, one for drinking, one for eating the eggs so they are properly heated, so they could properly hatch. The ones for cleaning and the whatnot. And at the end of the hallway, there is one stone slab that it was put similar like that, but this one has writing in common on it. And it reads, "My fabled war chief Trugmar.
Trugmar.
We know about your exile that you plan upon our people. I protested against it, and you told me to stay. But my heart cannot live on knowing that you O glorious warlord, left our lands bare. As my final test of loyalty, me and my most loyal followers sealed ourselves here, so we can die at peace, knowing that our tasks as Wyvern carriers was complete. So, what would you like to do?
I will cast Detect Magic.
There's nothing. There's nothing here.
Darn
Oh
it.
wait, no. I'm sorry. There is something here. There is conjuration magic in each sections in the center. There is some sort of thing, and it's all oozing in conjuration magic. Can you roll me an Arcana or an Insight check?
Let me just check. Let's go Arcana. I don't have better insight, but I think I'm gonna roll Arcana because I want to know the arcane thing.
No, you have no clue. Why is that? Basically, the hallways, everything else is fine, but every single centerpiece in each of the hallways is basically conjuration magic. So, yeah, there is a slab, one final slab that is kind of barring your way out. What would you, or way to the furthest? What would you like to do?
I still have one more spell I can. That's not.
Decision.
I create.
Wait, want me to try to move it before that, in case, you know, you don't want to use the spell slot?
You can try.
Okay, roll me a strength check.
This will probably end poorly, but, you know, lifting heavy things is in my job description.
Ooh, you don't lift it, you just push it. First of all. And you kind of, for a few seconds, you struggle and you think to yourself, no, this is not budgeable. Yeah. And then you budget ever so slightly. And minute by minute, you basically open up a clearing big enough for you to pass. And there, on the other side, you see almost like a banquet hall. With chairs and tables fully rotten, and the smell of decay here is immense. And at the very end, opposite of the slab, there are about 20 or so corpses. All of them are kneeling in front of another. What is I see? All 20 corpses are basically kneeling. Heads bowed in front of them towards another skeleton, another corpse that is sitting on this stone chair, also kind of like, you don't know if he was also like bowing his head forward or was it just the way he died. All of these bodies, all 21 of them, are basically skeletons, well preserved. And basically all the 21s have basic simple linen clothing that seem to be decayed and it's for some non-existent over the time. The one that is sitting on the stone throne has a very nice red and white linen, almost not a dress, but more like a, well, you could say a dress even, that is extremely well preserved through the ages. And he seems to, and the skeleton seems to be holding or held a bronze cane that has this nice ruby crystal, not ruby crystal, jewel at the very top of it. So, what would you like to do in this place?
Well, I think we might be able to come back here later. I don't think we should do anything here in this hall right now.
Agree disagrees and goes in.
It's kind of, I look at Scree following and like, maybe we should just take a peek. Or here.
Yeah, might as well.
Double eats corpses.
Yes. Absorb.
So what were you looking for? It's about 40, 50 feet wide and about 90 to 100 feet long.
I'm heading towards the throne.
Yeah.
I'm just looking for random crap, anything that looks shiny or interesting.
You can see most of the stuff. Well, technically everything here was wood. Bowls, like the food is rotten, and you assume that like it's nothing. Even the rats that feasted on this food have died. Or fucking rats. So yeah, basically nothing has remained. Like the tables and chairs are still there, but they're like you don't think you can sit on it well before it, crashes and burns.
So the ruby thing. What was it?
It was this scepter, this bronze scepter with a ruby jewel.
I think I'll look at the scepter. I'll look at the corpse. I'll look around, and then just go and grab the scepter.
Are you gonna try to? Because it's kind of holding in. Are you gonna just like pull it, or are you gonna unclaw it and just
I'm just gonna first grab it and look around to see what happens. Not pull it yet.
You grab it, and there's this brief silence of like anticipation, but the moment passes, nothing seems to be wrong.
Then I.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but, I mean, you think to yourself, if you're gonna pull, you're gonna pull either a hand or hands, because it's kind of holding it like almost like a death grip.
Well, screw Rick and Mortis. I'm gonna try and pull it out of his hand.
Okay, do I see Scree doing this?
Well, basically, it takes little to no effort. Little to no effort to just pull it. You just pull it, and you basically pull the entire skeleton with it down the throne, and it shatters in several pieces. And now you have you have the scepter in your hand, but also you have this skeleton body face planted off the throne.
He just does.
What are you doing?
Screen looks at Ares, and then Paymont says,
You know when they will come here. The great leader of the tribe wants to sit here. I'm simply checking if it's safe to sit.
and the screen just goes to sit in the throne.
Oh. It's fucking cold. And you realize something, Scree, a bit too late. The entire creature died and perished long ago. This human, probably. And what remained of its sticky mass, or what remained of its whatever left of organic matter, probably just kind of went into this stone. As you kind of said, and there's this like at first you thought it was just like kind of dusty and all that, but as you sit down, there's something mushy.
Well, gross, but you know what? Screaming gets to sit in the throne with a scepter for a moment. Just goes like, and it's like looks around, and then it's like, no, I'm just gonna enjoy this moment. I don't care that my robe is now sold with something. I don't care.
Very impressive.
So Scream's pretty much trying to hide the embarrassment that they just said something gross.
I can't read bird faces. You're good. You were very impressive.
The queen.
Queen.
So yeah, you sit in
Yes, queen.
you sit on the stone throne. It's good to be queen. Smiley face. You sit, and the moment passes, and now you realize you're sitting in probably somebody's decaying mass of whatever remains over the centuries.
Okay. Well, then Screen just gets up after a while, and then it's like, oh. And then I just go to Ares, and I just say to Ares in the mind.
Well, it is a bit dirty, but it is safe.
Roll me a con save. Just kidding.
Oh, thank you.
Just kidding. God fucking damn it.
Oh, okay.
So we
Well,
gotta head out.
Roll a
now.
persuasion check.
I think we should get out of here.
So
Maybe we can set up some clearing outside.
and does anybody okay, you know what?
John nods.
You know what? If you want to do some clearing, everybody roll me a strength check.
Can I
excuse-
use magic?
You can, but still.
Yeah.
Scree. Oh yeah, if Scree has to do some clearing.
I thought this kind of
Okay, I'm gonna regret this.
Because
I
I can
regret
cast.
everything.
If I cast Wither and Bloom, I can create a 10-foot radius sphere where all plants die.
Oh
Roll
god.
a strength check.
Yeah, strength check.
Do I pull the number from the saving throws, correct?
Nope.
Not the. So so +2, not +5.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, they're fine with the pork in it, but we don't need
The fuck is talking about pork, hello?
So sorry, they're hungry.
So
Pizza. Let's get pizza.
What?
okay, can somebody roll me a D10?
Alright, Ari, we're going back to the top of the list since Scree got last, bro. Or Domo.
Oh,
I
shit.
guess we're going up the list this time.
So
We're dancing around.
okay.
There is no order.
Let's Aries roll a D20, let's go. Or a strength check, yeah.
Oh,
No,
Did 20?
No. Yes.
no,
Just
Domachevsky
strength check.
Strength check, yeah, because Domachevsky's rolled 5. A 10 is something
I would
you-
love that 10 to be existed, but
no, he just pretend the 5 I rolled doesn't exist. We're going by order here.
Wait,
Scree did his. Now it's Aries'
Yeah.
turn.
I mean, we did go
So
Scree,
it's
so
then-
technically speaking,
wait, you wanna do Aries then?
Yes.
this is gonna bite us in the butt, but we probably should stick to the order.
You
This is
wanna
gonna be
do,
bad,
you
guys.
wanna do fucking Aries.
I mean, wasn't
do
the
you
10 that took us to that took them to the Underdark?
Yes,
And the 10 that took us out of the Underdark, now we're going back into the Underdark?
maybe.
But,
I'm just gonna say something real quick. Everybody roll me an insight check.
Mhm.
Okay. So, as you work, you do a bit of clearing basically around the place where there is an entrance to the cave. For most of you, the job was pretty successful, clearing several hundred feet of stuff. The bushes, the trees, using magic, and you kind of roll them neatly. And everything is fine. Scree, you didn't do much work, but you know, not much to be expected. And you're kind of more interested in the stuff around it. And then you realize something, Scree. There's this sensation in your head. There's this understanding. How did Torah, the new chieftain, how did he knew that there's, predators here? There's literally nothing here. You didn't encounter anything here. And then you realize that as you look over the horizon, you see in the distance, few hundred feet away, in the trees beyond trees, one of the treetops just casually moving on its own. Not by wind, but by itself. As if it's moving. And then you realize something, Scree. You don't know how or where or when, but you're in quite a bit of trouble here. Or will be. As this place is probably infested by some treants or something worse or less. But besides that, nothing happens. Absolutely nothing happens as you do a cool clearing for a few hours, and then about like 7 hours pass since you arrived. And then Ares, you get a message in your head, and you know it's from the half-orc sorcerer as he asks you, "How's it going? We're ready to transport. Are you safe?"
Yeah, we're safe. We have cleared out a lot of space.
Good. You get immediately a reply. Good. Now stand somewhere in the clearing and tell us when you're in the clearing.
I can send a message. Well, can I respond to him? But
Yeah, you
Yes,
can.
yes,
You can
something.
respond.
Yeah.
I can write a message in the clouds when we're ready.
The what?
Skywrite.
Skywriting.
Skywrite.
So, you stand in the clearing, and you give a go ahead, and then a portal opens up.
Yeah.
Not portal, a manifestation of green just kind of goes out, and then about 12 people emerge, packed to the teeth with equipment and stuff. And one of them is, of course, the half-orc. As he kind of all of a sudden observes the statue, not the statue, the God. It kind of observes the mountain, then looks at all of you. Good work. Oh, there was no problem. Nothing.
Yeah, there's no problem so far. The
Screech just hold-
wyverns up in the mountain are still there, so I don't think we should go up there just yet.
That'll do tomorrow personally, but then in a few hours, about a handful more will join in. As he kind of looks back at the people, and you see these are basically men, you know, with everything they had packed on their backs or on themselves. As he kind of looks at them and says, "Settle up by the mountain tomorrow. We'll start cutting." All of them just kind of nod and walk by. So with that, we're gonna call it. 'Cause it's
Yay.
3 hours. And
It
now,
begins.
I would like everybody to make decisions on what they want to do, because you have 2 weeks of what you want to do. It can go from helping this new settlement with stuff, or you can go out and do your own things around. So,
Burr.
yeah.
Can I help and
Yes.
train
Yes.
perception?
Figure out. You have a whole
This
week.
is the 3rd time in a row. Let's see if it will work out. Train perception.
Okay, I gotta.
Not
Not
now.
Not
Yeah.
now. Beginning of next session, right?
Yes. Figure out.
Yeah.
Terry's good at making lists. Go ask him how to make the list.
Go make a list, Jay.
I do believe in that.
Oh, speaking of lists, Araxis, I am going to send
Yes,
you a
yes,
quite
yes.
sizable.
Yes. So, with that, anything you want to say before I'm shutting the stream down with no survivors?
Bread.
Bread.
Not now.
Bread. Some thumbs up.
Bread.
Anyway,
Thank you.
so, thank you everybody for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Eat.
Remember that if you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe to this channel for free.
Wow. Hey, that's illegal to show on my stream for me. That's illegal.
Oh right. Oh
So
right.
if
You
you
said
have
stealing.
Amazon
Alexis,
Prime-
they wouldn't even be paying you.
Shut up.